We provide energy auditing services for our client base, and for any company we can normally provide savings of around about 23% on their annual energy bill. We do that by auditing your bills and auditing the use of energy at your site to make you as lean as possible in the use of energy. We identify for you the best possible investments that you can make in the future to become more efficient and to enable you to present yourself to your stakeholders in the best possible light. We reduce your carbon footprint to its minimum value, which is compatible with your business output. Our customers can see over a period of 3 to 6 months after we've implemented the action plan with them a reduction in the bills coming through the letterbox and a reduction in the carbon footprint that they are presenting to their stakeholders, thus making their image to the world a lot brighter. Typically we go into a business, sit down with the client, look at their energy bills with them, go through a questionnaire, identify a lot of areas which we believe are important to get into the bottom of the consumption patterns of a business. So we need to know things like the number of people that work there, the shifts that the company is working, whether they're working weekends, whether they're working nights. We need to look at the water consumption, we need to look at what products they're making, what their market is, how many of this product they're selling, what raw materials they're bringing into the site. All factors which we can take into account when we start to look at how the energy is being used. We then go onto the site and audit each piece of equipment, understand what it's capable of using, so we can build up an overall profile of that business by the equipment it's got and the hours that we're told that it's running. We can then compare that consumption with the consumption that's being billed by the utility company, and then we normally see big gaps where the billed consumption is a lot higher than that which we expect it to be based on our audit. So then we go a stage further and start looking for the areas where the consumption is occurring at times when it shouldn't be, and that usually is in between shifts, lunch breaks, Saturday mornings, Saturday afternoons, Sundays, where there's usually quite a high base load use of electricity, for example, which isn't compatible with what they say they are doing on site. So then we will put data loggers onto the site and measure the major energy users and begin to rule out the areas of consumption which are valid, and we were left with them with consumptions which aren't valid, and then we can advise the client on what to do about putting a stop to that consumption, and that's when they start to see the reduction in the bills. On water, for example, we know that the water boards use, as a figure, 50 litres of water per employee per day, and if we multiply that out, we know then how much water consumption the site should be using on a year. And if it's a lot higher than that, and they're not using any processed water, then we have a good idea that there's a lot of waste or possibly a leak on site which needs to be addressed.